I've always felt that the events, the energy that I would get from it was never sustainable.
No, it's
Even the
feel
tools,
emptier.
the reason why you need to put yourself in a peak state is because something's pulling you down. You don't realize what's holding you back.
Deep down. You're going there for the hype to feel good. That's just running away.
From yourself. Without you realizing it.
Without you realizing
You don't know
it.
that you're doing that.
Yeah.
But you feel that high because it feels good. Because you just got a whole dose of energy in you. But it's not sustainable because it's still full of shit that's covering you.
Yeah. So you need to really let go of all of that. Whatever you think is negative, but it's not negative. It's just wake-up calls for you to let it go. Physically, emotionally, let it go. Then you have space to receive. And abundance is like what you said, you quoted Bashar. It's you getting exactly what you need at the exact time. But when you're full of shit, you can't
You can appreciate
that. You can't see it, you can't feel it.
And I want to caveat this. We're not poo-pooing on any of Tony's strategies. Because without his strategies, I personally wouldn't have been able to have this kind of self-awareness of my own beliefs either. So we need to combine both, but then only what I am seeing is that only relying on the Tony's events is not a complete picture of how you can heal or even complete your inner work for yourself. Because you need the healing part to really remove all the shit, to really appreciate what Tony's teaching.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job at getting you started, awakened to see what is it even more deep down you need to let go of. But as you know, he summarizes all the works. And because it's a summary, it can't go deep. You have to go deep yourself. He doesn't teach that. That's your own inner work. And this is what we're emphasizing on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that next level you need to go.
So if you feel like, for me, that's how I started on my journey after Tony's, I've always felt that the events, the energy that I would get from it was never sustainable.
No, it's
even the
feel
tools,
empty afterwards.
The tools of changing your state and always priming yourself, and I gotta move my body, change my physiology. It was never sustainable to feel that energy on a long term.
Yeah, because when you're just trying to get into a peak state the whole time, you're just running away. You can't feel deep down what is there you need to let go of when you're always at a peak state. You can't see what's underneath the water when the water is not calm. You need clear, calm waters to be able to see what's hidden deep down within the water.
Yeah, it's just like you're in water. Something's dragging you down, which is your own fear.
Yeah, but all the waves are distracting. You can't see it.
And you keep on trying to push yourself back up and float
Peak
back
state.
up to the peak state of above water.
All
But
the
then
way.
this thing keeps on pulling you down, but you don't realize something's pulling you down. You're like, why am I always having to push myself to the peak state? Peak state. I want to feel the goodness of it, but you still have this heaviness that's really dragging you down.
You need to calm the water down so it's
Remove the
peaceful.
weight.
So you can see, there's a weight down there I need to let go of. Otherwise, when it's always crashing waves, you can't see it. Because you're so distracted, right, in the surfing for the waves.
I love your analogy.
Coming. See what I'm seeing. It's like, whoa.
Surfing is so much fun, by the way.
Right? But how can you address the deep down fears when you're there trying to surf?
Yeah.
You can't.
No, you can't, because you feel like you're surfing, you're floating,
in life and death
you're
mode.
you're riding life, you're having all
Right.
these excitement.
Yeah.
You don't realize what's holding you back.
Deep down. Deep down.
The reason why you need to put yourself in a peak state is because something's pulling you down.
You're just running away from it. Yeah. The secret to the beautiful state isn't about pumping yourself into peak state every day. It's not about the priming every day. That's just putting on makeup. That literally is the emotional way of putting on makeup. The real inner work is to remove that makeup and let it surface. Let all the pimples surface. Let all the freckles surface. Let all the scars surface. That's how you can address it.
So I came up with the 3 steps of how we work on do the real inner work that we're talking about. So number 1 is to notice that you have triggers. Example, if you feel frustrated, if you feel tired, or if you feel anger, if you feel that something's not right, even if you feel stressed or overwhelmed, all these things are just signals for a trigger that you're feeling that is something's not aligned in you, and that something needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
And
Your body's trying to tell you,
Exactly.
look into it.
And I would even go to say that whenever you have a trigger, there's always a belief underneath that trigger that's causing, that's not aligned, that's a limiting belief that you need to let go of. So whenever number 1 trigger happens, you need to look into the trigger. Number 2 is to accept that you have a trigger and not judge the trigger and not try to distract yourself by pumping yourself up, by putting yourself back into a peak state. It's to accept that you're feeling frustrated. It's to accept that you're feeling overwhelmed. It's to accept that you're feeling sad, and don't try to change your state. When you can accept the fact that you're having these emotions, that's when you can really start to look into it, because you're not judging those emotions or even having those emotions anymore.
That's when the emotions can flow through you.
One of my most beautiful gifts that one of my coaches, really from the Tony world, she gave me was, I was crying on the phone with her. I was going through scares of what my marriage would look like. And she told me the one thing that nobody has ever told me in my 30 plus years of my whole life. She just told me, let yourself cry. I'm gonna sit here on the phone with you. Just let yourself cry. And she gave me the permission to cry. And that was the first time I've ever experienced a real feeling of crying, where I was not trying to stop myself, where I was not trying to judge myself for having these emotions. And she holding that space for me. She was on the phone with me for 5 minutes or something, silent. She was just listening to me cry. And that was the most beautiful thing anybody has ever done for me at that point. And that was the first time I learned that it was okay to cry. And that's what I mean by the acceptance of it. When the emotions come up, don't judge it. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to change it. Sit with it. And
Express it.
accept
Express it, but don't use it as a weapon to harm anyone else though.
Yeah.
It's okay to express whatever sadness, anger, frustration, whatever, just express it in the way that the emotion is expressed without using it as a weapon to point it or blame at someone else. So I think that's the key. Don't let ego overtake whatever emotions come in. You have to be very honest with the emotions that's coming up.
It's for yourself only. You don't need to put it on another person.
Yes.
And once you're able to accept it, then number 3 is to, I call it, really watch the magic unfold. Because when you're able to accept it, then you're really able to let it out of your body. When that's literally what we're calling letting your shit go. Is to literally just let the emotions move through your body, and that's pretty much it. And that's how you let go of shit.
Yeah, and when you let it go, you have space. You've created space now to receive. And that's why our retreat is let go, receive, and then you integrate.
Because once you let go of that shit, you are already born. Everything that you know is already inside of you. You were already born with the unconditional love, with the abundance inside of you already. So all you need to do is just to let go of all that emotions that you're still holding on to. And once you're able to let it go, the love will naturally come through. The desire to serve will naturally come through. You don't even have to push it. The peak state will come through. The gratitude will come through. Everything will come through naturally. You don't need to pump it up.
No, it's just you're going back into coherence. You're aligning back to source, aligning back to unconditional love, which is who you already are. The true source energy is unconditional love, is abundance, it's peace, it's calm, it's joy. You don't need to pump either, you just need to align.
Just like what we're doing now, it's not we prime ourselves to do this. It's just we feel it naturally now that we want to share this message with you.
Yeah, like breathwork should be used in a way for different purposes, but not to pump you up.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be used in a way to, cleanse your body, to regenerate your body, to take care of your body, but not used in a way to pump you up like feel ecstasy or something.
Yeah, because then that becomes a distraction.
That's so cool. That's so cool. This is what it's like on the boat.
Closing comments?
I think it's just being aware. You catch yourself when you feel like, why can't I feel this moment the way it should be felt? Like, there's so much food on the table, yet I'm not able to appreciate the taste of the food. I'm in a place which I dreamt, a bucket list place which I've been wanting to go to, yet I don't feel the joy of being in there. That means there's something, emotion that's there that's distracting you that you need to allow, address, look at it, let it go without judgment. Then you can receive the joy, the beauty of being there or eating the food. Just being aware of that. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just being aware.
That's a good point. It just all starts with the awareness.
Just the awareness.
Just the awareness of it.
And, yeah. And it's okay when you're aware to express it. I'm aware, I'm purging something, I'm aware, I feel this anger going through me, which pretty much is what I've been telling you. And that's like pre-framing you. Hey, shit's about to happen.
I'm about to shit my pants.
Right? Gotta go now. Literally. And yes, it's not easy because you need to take at least the other person you're sharing with to be also awakened to this journey, to be able to communicate at this level. If you're with someone who is still very asleep, this isn't going to work because they're going to take it defensively and stuff like that, which is also a cue that they're not the right person for you. Or if it's family, just love on them and talk to someone else. That's your soul family.
That's a whole
different chapter.
Conversation that we can go deep into.
That's a whole different discussion.
And I think going back to the awareness is once you have the awareness that you're going through a trigger, that's already a huge win.
That's you're already taking yourself out of the being caught up in the muddle of the situation. You're able to observe what's going on, and when you're observing, you can allow it to flow.
It's already a huge step.
Okay, I think my lesson's done.
I think so. Our work is done. See you next time.